So, Bam or Bram. So, yeah, Bam was an American guy, Jewish guy, who I met the other year. And he's an interesting chap. He wrote stuff, writer. And we was in one night with him in the hub, and he bought everybody drinks. And his dad gave him a credit card to do this. But for some reason, Bam took a strange turn. He uh, he posted something on Facebook, and I just said he was saying he wants to get a cleaner. And then I said, well, why don't you just put a message out? Do you want to get a cleaner, or go here, or go there, or go to this person? I think they've got cleaners. Then it started getting really weird because you know what I'm doing. Why are you trying to wind me up? Something to that effect. I'm going, what the fuck are you on about? Because I'm just trying to help him. And he, for example, he thinks I'm trying to play with him or something, or mess about with him, mess about with his head. Thank you. Arigato. So as the those sausages look shriveled. Put it on the plate this time so it doesn't get burnt away. And then I found out later that I think he'd lost two of his family members, his dad and someone else, in such a short time. And just thought, well, I wish I'd have known at the time. Then I realised that he was probably on a really hard time. And if you're upset or angry, that kind of affects people, affects your mind. And I think there's a lot of time with people on their videos. When they're angry, they take it out on the video or person they don't like. And I'm talking about he's like bitter all the time, negative all the time. Now that guy, he's in the Goya, and he got on a lot of people's nerves because he kept on sending dick pictures to people, male and female. He even sent me one. And then he was trying to say that it was someone else that had hacked his account. So, of course that can happen. Right. Now he had well, when I said, is that your girlfriend, he said no, because she was married. And she had like big breasts. And he said it wasn't his girlfriend. So she liked me, she liked my videos. So I ended up like going to bed with her. I didn't tell him. So she's a very nice girl. But he was always very sneaky. Was that Monster and Geek? Alright. I wish I'd got a meal now. So I am back on the Gilby's gin. A long time ago on British TV, there was some good programmes on the BBC. And this was about a guy that I think he came from the past or the future, from another planet, and his name was Peter Firth. And he gave him. So he was in a bar, and this girl said to him, "What's your name?" And he looked along the top of the bar, and he saw Gilby's gin. He says, "Is that my name?" He says, "My name's Gilby." If I'm going to ask people if they can share that video that I made earlier on Marie Kondo's Nightmare. Maybe oh man, she's got big tits. So when I came to the place, there was a young lad over there, so I said hello to him. Then I went over, as I was passing his table, I could see that he's doing some kind of homework or test or study, so I just thought I'd come back there for the side. There's a car under a lot of crap. How big is the fucking place? Well, you didn't know, you didn't know anything of it. I'll tell you what I found the other day, and I haven't seen it. I haven't seen it for about 40 years. It was like a load of smegma behind my bell end because I haven't been washing properly. And I got that out yesterday. Is it your car, geek? I think that's the thing I miss. Sometimes I've seen these American on Facebook, and especially when I see these really nice sandwiches. I would love a really nice sandwich from a restaurant, fresh Ovis bread and cheese and ham and some piccalilli. That'd be great. It is true, by the way, Monster. I was just, I noticed. Are you talking about the smegma on my penis, there, geek, or a different thing? Yeah, well, food they haven't in a long time, like Branston pickle. I got some pickle from an Indian shop here the other month, but it wasn't very good. I would love some piccalilli, but even that, even American stuff, like corn, chili corn, and there's another red one that's really nice. I like those stuff. Hello, Ezra. Yeah, I was just talking about Bam. He was a Jewish guy that is got a bit funny with me, but then later I found out that he'd lost 2 members of his family like the previous year, and so this is I think it affected him, of course, and the other dickhead. So the other guy that was kept on fucking poking his nose. Oh, you weren't here, gig yesterday, were you? Has he got any? Oh, it's 50 years. Has he got any value then, that car, geek, or what? There was a Bentley found the other day in England, and it was a Greek tycoon, had abandoned England very quickly and went back to Greece, but he'd left the house and his fucking big massive Bentley. Yeah, well, my friend does. My friend, he usually brings it home at the beginning of the year. But I upset him the other day because I asked to borrow some money. There was a next door, but one they're knocking the big house down and compound. And the guy, one guy working on it, I actually knew him as a guy from Ghana. And so I said, "Have you got any jobs going?" He says, "Ask the Shacho, he's there." So I asked him, and he said, "No." But I did buy my lotto tickets. It's $9 million tonight. These are my hopes. Otherwise, I'll have to start working for a fucking living. Like I said, when I did it, when I did a day's work the other day, I was fucking shagged out. Well, are you on your way over, Monster? You know, one of the most underrated things is, I don't know if you're not British, but have you ever eaten Weetabix? And the good thing about Weetabix is you can have it in winter with hot milk. Oh, she's turning me on and she's scratching about. Look at this game. Oh, she stopped scratching now. Oh, dear, don't say this fucking. Yeah, there was something that just said that Japanese tourism is down 99% last month. Yorkshire food, I don't. No, my friend brings over Yorkshire tea bags, so I don't know Yorkshire food so much, or maybe from my own city, Henderson's Relish. But I prefer like HP brown sauce. That's more because Henderson's Relish is just for like stews and pancakes. Yeah, I'm very upset geek now. I had no idea what you were talking about, geek, with the old buses in the UK with the pre-selector. Why would I want to search that? Send me $50 and I will search it. Otherwise, fuck off. He is most popular hands or bands. And why do you think I would be interested in a Japanese band? I like, what do you call them now? Radwimps. I like Radwimps, they're okay. Now, my daughter told me that she liked Radwimps. And then one day I was in a yakiniku shop and there was some music on the ether. I thought, oh, this sounds good. So I asked the waitress, I says, what is this music? And she said, it's Radwimps. Are you going to do it? Well, I've got a video actually of a restored Volkswagen, which is a dune buggy, and the guy that did it, his prize was to have a meal with one of the guys from ZZ Top, because one of them is like an aficionado of done-up cars. Do you want to be an astronaut? Okay. Like a virgin, like that doll, that dog that went up to in space with the Russians. Are you a virgin like that dog? Where are you from? Is that Agent Flippy or Floppy or Flappy? I've got. You should check that video out. You should check that video out, Geek Out, if you haven't seen it. Just put. You have a Porsche engine anyway. Wow. There was this. I don't know who he was now. I think he was a celebrity, and he said that every young man, every teenager, had on his bedroom wall a like a Porsche or something. There's like three cars, and every young man had one of these drawings or posters on his wall. And in my case, he was right. So I was probably, I don't know, maybe 12, 13, 14, and I had a poster of a Porsche. My brother, youngest brother, he actually went on to own a Porsche. He bought a Porsche because he was doing well. The cunt. So send me $100 then, you sick cunt, stupid twat. Yeah, again, that would be the one, yeah. Lamborghini Porsche. Why are you into these things as well, monster? I did a video of a. I thought it was. I know it wasn't, but I was hoping it was a one of those. That car that Simon Cowell's got. You know, the big sports car. I had a. I did a video. I found this car in North Nagoya, not far from me, and it was covered in. It was covered in tarpaulin, and I looked at it, and I know it wasn't, but I was hoping it was going to be one of those cars that you find in the fucking field. What do you call the big Italian car? That's one of the most expensive in the world. Getting old. And someone said people used to make these. They used to make these replica cars. Bugatti, that's it, yeah, Bugatti. I mean, when we were kids, we never even heard of a Bugatti. It's only when people started finding like fucking these cars in fields and garages, and then they say it's a pile of shit, but it's still worth $1 million. German company, made in France with a. Wow, I didn't know that. It cost $20,000 to do an oil change on a Bugatti. I would have thought that the Germans would have thought, surely there's got to be a better fucking way to do an oil change than have to remove half of the fucking engine. That's $55,000 is now £45,000. Wow. Do you think you might inherit then? Are you going to get any competition from people for inheritance or what, geek? What did Ezra just post then? Agent Flabby, Agent Freebie. Oh, really? Cool. Quitting. Yeah, you've got to be careful. This guy who was fucking trying to take the piss yesterday, his grandma signed the house over to him in New Zealand, but now the other relatives are trying to get her to change the fucking will. Yeah, BMW. I used to deliver cars in England, and I delivered Mercedes, and there was like nothing there. But the BMW, the fucking brilliant cars. Yes, I still get. I would. No, it would be nice. It would be nice if I got blue jobs though. Who's that? 11 Zach's 11. I don't. Are these binary people? This mum's got massive tits. Hey, that's it. There you go, as you can see. Big lad, big mum. Oh. Yeah, get it sold before I move it. Yeah, I think sometimes, a friend was telling me that they had a piece of land and they didn't want to sell it, him and his brother. He got it from the dad. And they just fucking hassled them and bombarded them with fucking letters from lawyers. That is a big problem in America. Some cunt will come along and fucking upset you. Is there any lag on this today? See, I was just trying to tell that young lad, and like an arithmetic trick. No. Okay, if I said to you now, can you multiply 75 times 75 in your head? Can you do that? This is what I'm trying to do, teach the young kid. Are you still there? I don't know if anyone's there now. Can someone give me a... Yes, okay. So none of you go, none times none, 75 times 75. Okay, so it's like 5,625. Yeah, can you do that in your head, monster?
じゃあお下げしますね。
ありがとう。So here's how to do it. 7 times 7 is 49. Plus 7 is 56. Then the 5 times 5 is 25. So you get 56, 25, 5625. That's how to multiply that large sum very simply. And that works for all the 85, 95, 105, 125, blah, blah, blah. I used to be able to do from 1 to 100 in my head. I memorized all the squares, and if you look at them, there are patterns that occur from the top and from the bottom. Patterns that occur all the time. It's very interesting, believe it or not. But I also could do, for example, if I had like 1014 times 1016, I could do that in my head with like in 2 or 3 seconds. If your fly is unzipped, that would be a 20 and a fraction, wouldn't it, geek? A 20 and a half. Yes, I do see. I might not look very sharp, but I am sharp. Yes, I did see Geek's job, and that's why I said. But he had 20 integers, but the last one was a fraction. Hey, whose thumb? Is it bigger than Uma Thurman's thumb in that lesbian film? I think that's the only chick flick I ever saw. Oh, I didn't even watch it. I don't like chick flicks. Did you, Monster, did you see my job? I'll say that again. All the famous lesbians were in it. You could, you could definitely have something there. You don't want a woman with big hands playing with your cock. And that's why I always go to Vietnam for my holidays. They have a kindergarten special. Nope, that's just a sick joke. I have to quote, that's just a sick joke. I think the Vietnamese, they're offering some kind of special deal, cheap holidays at the moment. And I've just got my fucking passport, yeah. Now I just need to win on the lottery tonight. But I did buy the tickets, so I think that if I won on the lottery, a trip could be to Vietnam. I'm going fucking crazy. It could be on offer. Could be on the job. I'm going fucking mad. Could be on the cards. That's it. Could be on the cards.